My dudes, what's going on? Since guides are taking a little bit longer, I wanted to give you guys a few more uploads, so I decided to go through r/IdleOn and answer your guys' IdleOn questions. Anyways, let's get into it. The first question comes from the cog board in construction. Is this really nothing? This is referring to a booster cog. I'm quite curious since I'm new and I've seen lava like to do stuff like this, so I just wanted to be sure if this actually does nothing or has some hidden function. Unfortunately, this booster cog actually does nothing. It's not like the fractal bonus where nothing actually has a bonus. This is just a lava cruel joke. Leveling after 120. What would be the best place to level after 120? My grind feels slow at the moment and I'm farming at dedicated rams. What I would suggest is if you're farming dedicated rams right now, that means you haven't really attempted to get your elite classes. And usually dedicated rams is the best place for about to level 100. What you want to do going forward is you want to go get all your elite classes and then start pushing the worlds. Getting to world 5 as soon as possible from where you're at the moment, because if you're going past 120, the two best places would probably either be Cans or Flambege in the World 4 maps, but ultimately, even if you could get to Sugmas with your elite classes, that would be the ultimate place to start gaining more levels. Until you can get to the Citrons map or the Tremor Worms map, and that's where you'll see levels skyrocket. Which one should I get? They're referring to which unlockables should you get within island expeditions. So what I personally would suggest, obviously you can do it any way you want, is start off with Trash, then followed by Shimmer, Sea Salt, Fractal, Crystal, and then finally Rando. Now the reason why I go with this is because Trash will give you daily trash in order for your upgrades. Shimmer has a weekly challenge to give you more bonuses. Sea Salt because it has the best fishing XP in the game. Fractal because it's kind of just there. Crystals depending where you are in the game, because sometimes if you're a little too weak you can't kill the crystals. And then finally Rando because, believe it or not, Rando takes actual bottles in order to get the upgrades, which is what you need in order to unlock new islands. A new player to the game. Why are my attacks missing against some enemies? What do I do to stop it? This is a very well-known new player mistake, is not leveling up accuracy. In order to level up accuracy, there's a couple things you can do. Each class has their own accuracy stat, which is the substat. So strength would be for archers, agility will be for mages, and wisdom will be for warriors. And to check what mob that you're fighting and how much accuracy you need, you can check it in the AFK info. Quick tip, if you want to build some good accuracy, once you finish up putting the talent points into your first tab for those extra substats, if you go into party dungeons, start farming up party dungeons, in the Flurbo shop, it'll give you accuracy percent. Bullseye statue of walking sticks will also give you accuracy percent. Also, in alchemy, make sure to unlock accuracy because that will help greatly as well. Slush Skull, useful or slab? Is the Slush Skull actually useful, or is it just another item for the slab? Well, you know it, I know it, we all know it. The Slush Skull is the best skull in the game. I got paid to say that. That's not true at all. Actually, the Slush Skull is probably one of the worst skulls in the game. It looks pretty good, but I strongly suggest not to equip it. It's way too slow of charge rate, but what it's really good for is to make the final skull in the craftable in the World 5 for the fastest skull in the game. So I would 100% suggest to keep 10 of them, if not 11. Also, +1 slab. And this drops from the Diplidated Slush mini-boss in World 3. Potentially new classes. So I was randomly upgrading my dungeon stuff when I noticed that Lava put in the names for new classes. Have this always been there, or they're confirmed to be the next classes? Unfortunately, for the most part, I'm pretty sure these are placeholders. Although we have seen speculation of the Deathbringer and the Windwalker, also as well as the Royal Guard for like the Divine Knight upgrade. So I guess only time can tell. Before World 4 was released, we were speculated to get the Windwalker instead of the Siegebreaker, but I guess things ended up changing. Also, for the OGs out there, the Voidwalker was actually originally named the Virtuoso. Presets disappearing. My skilling preset on my barb doesn't exist on my phone, but does on my PC. Please explain. So for the people that don't know, IdleOn is local and cloud storage. So when you swap devices or log out, local storage is officially not on that device anymore. So that's things like card presets or even skill presets, and sometimes the occasional post office box. The way to avoid this is to make sure to cloud save before you log out, but that won't guarantee that will happen. Unfortunately, that's just the way IdleOn is, and maybe, who knows, there'll be a fix in the future, but unfortunately, we just have to deal with it. There you go, my dudes. Questions answered on r/IdleOn. Tell me what you think about this. This is kind of more just extra uploads for you guys while I'm working on getting guides out, because they take things such as lots of video editing, script writing, etc., etc. You guys know how it is. So I want to give you guys a bit more uploads for your IdleOn journey. But anyways, my dudes, I gotta get back to the guide grind. Stay tuned for the next IdleOn video. Stay safe, happy grinding, and peace out.